And thanks to you, Florida. Thanks to you. We'll have a president of the United States who will make appointments to the highest court in the land that will uphold the sanctity of life, our Second Amendment, and all the God-given liberties enshrined in the Constitution of the United States. Thanks to you. So I'm here, men and women of Florida, just to say thanks. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for giving America a new president whose strength, whose vision, whose leadership will make America great again faster than you could possibly imagine. So I say with a grateful heart, it is my high honor and distinct privilege to introduce to you the President-elect of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
From Detroit down to Houston.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. I'm here today for one main reason, to say thank you to the incredible people of Florida. What a group. As you know, Florida is my second home. In many ways, it's my first home. And I love this state. I love the people. I love the people of the state. You propelled to victory a grassroots movement, the likes of which the world they've never seen it before. Look at these people. How many people are here? Man, that's a lot of people. They say we broke the record tonight, by the way, folks. We broke the record. Incredible. Incredible people. The patriots in this audience tonight stood up to the global special interests and delivered a historic win for the American worker. American worker. With your votes, is that friend or foe? Friend or foe? I think it's friend. A loud friend, but a friend, right? With your votes, the great citizens of this country declared to the world that from now on, it's going to be America first. America first. Let me also take a moment to really recognize and thank our terrific Governor Rick Scott for being here tonight. And Pam Bondi, who's in the audience someplace. She is an incredible person. So Pam, thank you. Rick, thank you very much. These are truly amazing people. I also, thank you. I love you too, darling. I even love the guy that said I love you. What can I tell? And he's a rough-looking dude down there. I also want to give a very special thanks to you, the men and women in the United States military. We're in your debt, and we will never let you down. Now, you know, we did very well with many, many different groups. We did fantastically well with the African American community. We did fantastically well with the Hispanic community. We have a lot of people here tonight from the India community. Hindus, we did great with the Hindus. In fact, where are they? We have a big group. Boy, did we do. There they are. I want to thank you. You folks were amazing. They went out and they voted, and they were fantastic. And we did well with women. Women. But you know, and by the way, how about the evangelicals? How good was that? A world record. Evangelical Christians. We set the all-time record in the history of elections in this country, evangelicals. We're going to honor our troops, and it really begins with restoring respect for our great American flag. Is that right? We're going to defend the flag our heroes fought and died for to protect. And I want to tell you, I don't like when I see people burning our flag. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And you don't like it. And we're going to try doing something about it, all right? We're going to do something about it. We're also going to rebuild our badly depleted military. We have the greatest people in the world in our military. We are going to rebuild our depleted military, and we're going to finally take care of our great veterans. Where are the veterans tonight? America. America pursues this vast military power in the hopes that we do not have to use it, but will be prepared if we have to. There's rarely been a time when we've needed military power more than it is right now, and we're going to have it. It's going to be peace through strength. Peace through strength. At the same time, our foreign policy needs a new direction. We've spent $6 trillion in the Middle East, and now it's in worse shape than it's ever been before. Years of horror. And look at what's happening over there right now. $6 trillion, and look what's happened. It's death. It's a horrible thing. We're going to do everything we can. We're going to get it straightened out one way or another. But just think of it, all of that money, all of those lives, and I mean lives on both sides, tremendous lives, tremendous numbers of people, and we have nothing. It's 15 times worse than it was when we started. So we're going to start using our head. We're going to do things right, and we're going to try and patch that up, and we're going to try and help people. We're going to build safe zones. We're not having them come over. We're going to build safe zones in Syria. We're going to build safe zones. And we're going to get the Gulf states to pay for the safe zones. And we're going to try and help people. We're going to try, and we're going to get it done. Meanwhile, at home, our infrastructure is crumbling, our schools are failing, and our workers can't find good-paying jobs. You know that. Oh, we're going to change that so fast, your heads are going to spin. Instead of rebuilding foreign nations, it's time to rebuild our nation, and that's what we're going to do. For too long, we've been moving from one reckless intervention to another, countries that most of you have never even heard of before. It's crazy, and it's going to stop. A Trump administration will focus on the vital national security interests of the United States. And that means crushing ISIS rapidly and defeating radical Islamic terrorism. Importantly, America will also stand with the Cuban people in their long struggle for freedom. And I want to appreciate, I'll tell you what, their support has been unbelievable. Their support has been unbelievable. Thank you. The Cuban people, we know what we have to do, and we'll do it, so don't worry about it. The numbers have been incredible. In fact, they gave me, just prior to the election, the Bay of Pigs Award, And let me tell you, that was a great honor for me. So I want to thank the people, the Cuban people. To be a strong nation, we must also be a rich nation, a wealthy nation, and we will be. Whether it's exploring space or curing disease, we want the next generation of innovation and production to happen right here in America and right here in our great state of Florida, right? And you know, speaking of Florida, I don't know if you want to hear this, but should I discuss that one day, a day in the life? Should we do that or not? I always say, should we do it? And everybody wants to do it. You've probably heard it before, but we'll make it Florida-oriented because this was a big, big win. We won easily. We won by a tremendous number of votes. And if you watch television, if you watch these very dishonest people back here, man, is that a lot. Shit. Well, you know, first of all, you know, maybe before we start, this field is massive, and I'm looking back there, and with the lights you can't see, but I'm seeing, there they are, look at that. That is a lot of people. Man, that is, I'll tell you, that is a lot of people back there. Let's see if we can get the cameras to turn around and capture the size of this audience. They won't do it, but let's give it a shot. Man, that's a big crowd. You know what we should have done? We should have had all those thousands of people behind the cameras. We should have had the cameras back and the people forward. Because we waste our time with these people. We should have had the cameras back. Next time, please do that. Just move the cameras back. You know, the equipment is so great nowadays that they can microscope it and we can get it nice. They could be all the way in the back and it won't make any difference for television. They're screaming, move them back. You believe it? Move them back. All right, look, you know what? Hey, here's the bottom line. They're very dishonest. They've written very dishonestly about all of us. This is a movement like they've never seen before. And yet, we won, folks. We won, right? And you see the other side is complaining. You watch? I mean, they're all complaining. Oh, gee. Well, before the election, when they thought they were going to win, and I didn't, I'll tell you what, that final week was magic. Every place we went, we had crowds like this. And you're going to have 22,000 people here tonight. More. You got thousands outside that can't get in. That's pretty good when you can't get into a field, okay? And I spoke actually to the fire marshal. I said, can't you let more people in the back? They said, no. I said, why? There's no fire here. They said, no, sir, it's stampede. I said, stampede? No, seriously, that's how many people we have. They're worried about a stampede. At least we know it's going to be a friendly stampede, right? Very friendly. Well, I really appreciate you being here. This is incredible. And this is really, you know, I had this idea. We won. And we won very easily. We had 306. Remember they said, he cannot get to 270. There is no path to 270, right? I went to Maine 4 times because I wanted to get one vote. Maine had one. I needed the one because I believed these people. So what happened is this. We went out and we watched the media and we believed the media. And the media is very dishonest. They were even dishonest in their exit polls, right? Now, what's the purpose of being dishonest in an exit poll when you're going to find out the truth in 3 hours? What are they doing? Other than tormenting us because we thought for about 2 or 3 hours we were going to lose, right? But it started about 3 months before the election when we heard the great state of Texas, which I thought we were doing great in, and Georgia, what a great state, and Utah, and you heard it, Georgia is in play. Now that means that, like I could lose it. Now, you shouldn't lose it as a Republican. You lose Georgia, you're in big trouble. So they said, Georgia's in play. He's even. He's even in Georgia. I said, man, I thought I was way up. In Texas, Texas is in play. And I said, this is not good. And then we had the exit polls. And my daughter and my son-in-law called me, and they said, Pop, not looking good. Not looking good. And I really thought, I was already preparing in my mind. I was saying, well, if that's the way it is, because they were faulty polls. I mean, they were faulty. But they said Ivanka. Has anyone ever heard of Ivanka? She said, Dad, I'm telling you, it's, don't worry about it, Dad. It's okay. I said, I can't believe it that we're going to lose. I can't believe it because I've been, I've seen these crowds. It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, bottom line, the polls close, right? And they go, Donald Trump has won the great state of Texas. I said, what happened? Like in 2 minutes. Donald Trump, breaking news. Donald Trump has won Georgia. Donald Trump has won Utah. Now, these were states for 2 months they're talking about that were even. And in fact, in Utah, I had this character that nobody ever saw before. Nobody ever heard of him before. I said to my wife, that's correct, that's his name. He said, Evan McMuffin. Do you believe this? Or something like that. Now, I never heard of this guy before. Nobody did. And the polls said, he is even with Donald Trump. My wife said, she looked at the television, she said, he's not even with you. Believe me, he's not even. Anyway, so we win. They all love Melania. Is Melania great? She's great. She is great. She is a solid rock, great person. And she loves you, and she's enjoying herself, I'll tell you that. It's much better to win than to lose. Do we agree with that? So Utah, it gets announced very early. Breaking news, Donald Trump has won Utah. Now, we didn't just win it. We, slowed it. And Evan, whoever this is, this person, remember he said, we think we can win the election. We said, but you're only going to win maybe Utah. And you know what he would have done if he did? Maybe. It didn't turn out that way because we had plenty of votes, plenty of everything. But all he would have... Oh, I don't know if he's a lightweight. We should never say that. That's not nice. Don't ever call a person like that a lightweight. Boy, what a group. Only in Florida can this stuff happen. But we won Utah by a lot, like a real lot. And it was a massive, and Evan didn't even come in second. Hillary came in second, okay? So again, I really believe it was dishonest polling, but who knows, right? Who thinks it was dishonest by the media? I do. So we open up with that. Then all of a sudden, Ohio, where they had us down for 2 months as even, we win by almost 10 points. So we hear, and we were supposed to win maybe by 2 points or 1 point or 3 points. And I had a little hostile environment. I had a governor that wasn't exactly like the great Rick Scott. I had a governor who, I said, how do you win a state when you don't have the support of the governor? Well, we won. I think I probably did better this way. So they go out and they say, breaking news, Donald Trump has won Ohio, and with a very big number. And then breaking news, Donald Trump has won Iowa by more than 10 points. That's unheard of, right? And then we come down to this beautiful piece of land that we all love, surrounded by the ocean, right? Surrounded by beautiful seas. It's a place called Florida. Have you ever heard of it? Has everybody heard of Florida? I love Florida. I love the people of Florida. So All night long, it's even. It's even. It's going even, even. And then they get to the Panhandle. Now, I don't know who lives in the Panhandle. Not too many. Did I blow them out of the Panhandle or what? You know why? Because the Panhandle wants its jobs back, okay? But the Panhandle was unbelievable. And we won Florida big, much bigger than anybody thought. Big. So they go. Yeah. And you know, you had the other side. They were being